Alright, so what's different if we start with a cube whose side length is 2?
Well...
Here, I'm just going to write down your... so, for 2-dimension, 2D, R was...
root 2 minus 1 over 2.
Minus 1 over 2. Okay. Does that stay on screen? Okay, good. Alright, so what's different if I start with a cube whose side length is 2?
Well, let's see. You're going to have 8 spheres.
Okay.
Of radius 1/2. So 8 spheres filling 8 1x1 boxes, and then the middle sphere will be sort of in the middle of all of those.
Okay. Well, why don't you draw out whatever picture you think you might need to answer this same question in the 3-dimensional case.
So I guess I will sort of think of the right triangle with sides 1, root 2, and root 3. And this will be, this root 3 is the total diagonal of a cube. Or actually in this case it will be doubled because the side lengths are 2. So 2 root 2 and 2 root 3.
Okay, so that's the 2 root 3 is going from one corner to the actual complete opposite corner.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So from this we know that the radius in this case will go from one corner of a 1x1 cube to the being tangent to a sphere. So what we're going to have is some part of the radius down here, the radius of the small sphere.
Okay.
And then we'll have 2 radii of the larger spheres. So this will be 1/2 and 1/2.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to have 2 more radii, the unknown radii of the smaller sphere.
Okay.
And then 2 more radii length 1/2, and then 1 more radius of the small sphere. And so when we add that all up, we get 5r plus 2 equals 2 root 3. And so we can...
Why did you get 5r?
No, 4r.
Okay.
Instead. So if we divide by 2 first, we get 2r, I'll write it down here. 2r plus 1 equals root 3. 2r equals root 3 minus 1, and r equals root 3 minus 1 over 2.
Okay. Alright, so for 3D, the radius was root 3 minus 1 over 2. Is there anything you can say about the 3D radius and the 2D radius?
Well, the diagonal across, like the longest distance you can draw between 2 points in the 2D sphere, or 2D cube, was root 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the 3D cube was root 3, so there might be some relation there.
Well, do you have a guess for n-dimensional? What do you think it might be?
Probably root n minus 1 over 2.
Yeah, following exactly the same arguments. Okay, good. Now we're going to move on to something really interesting.